went in a city, crashed with your homies, chain smoking rollies, and they're all in love with you. Take me out somewhere, the twirling under. You need to believe in yourself like I do. Hold your nerve, steady and sure.
Hey, what's up? It's Bridget from synmedia. We're just sitting here in the Syn house drinking some soy chalky milk. Is that what it's called, or soy milky chalk?
I mean, it's soy chocolate milk. It's brandless. We don't know what brand it is unless they want to pay.
Oh, true. You're right.
We don't
so
know what
right.
brand it is.
He knows what's up. Anyway, so we're joined by Allday. It's pretty exciting because he's a pretty busy person. Just touched down in Melbourne from Adelaide. Wow, exciting. What were you doing in Adelaide? Do you want to tell everyone?
We were doing a listening party for my album, which is called Speeding, and we did that in a club last night, and yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Got to hang out with my friends and some of the cool Adelaide artists that I'm friends with, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Because
cool.
you're originally from Adelaide, but then you've been hanging out in Melbourne a bit, obviously before you moved to LA, which we can get into a bit later. Would you say that you're more of an Adelaide boy or a Melbourne boy?
It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived in Adelaide for 20 years, so
Yeah.
that's a good run. 2 decades.
Yeah, but 5 years in Melbourne.
I had 5 years in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And those were I've basically lived my adult life in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're both home. I feel home when I go to both of them.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Having 2 homes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's so nice. That's so sweet. Yeah, so your sophomore album, Speeding, pretty exciting that you've been doing for all your fans. Just pretty much whoever pre-orders the album, if they're over 18, they can come to a listening party. Was that your idea, or was it someone else who gave you the idea for it?
I don't know. Yeah, I have actually wanted that. So I was
Yeah.
like, this is a lot of flying. It's it's a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I think once I realized that I had to play my album and stand there,
So you stand there on a podium or
I
something?
stand there like this.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't stand there on a podium. Everyone just talks because it's not a focused listening thing.
Yeah.
It's it's on and everyone's hanging out. It's
Yeah.
being in a club. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know who thought of it because usually rappers do it and it's one party.
Yeah.
But for some reason we're doing 5. So someone needs to call Guinness Book of Records
100%.
and see if we can get in there. Most listening parties ever.
And that's such good free publicity as well.
Once you get in the Guinness Book of
Yeah.
Records. Yeah. I mean, and everyone does. Isn't that what everyone wants to do? Everyone that was born in the 90s really has a dream of getting in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah. I hear a new lyric coming on, to be honest.
Do.
So you've got a night off tonight before the Melbourne one tomorrow at Platform 1.
Yeah.
Are you keen to see all of your Melbourne friends?
Yeah, actually my friend Quasi's playing somewhere tonight at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I gotta pop my head in. My brother just moved house to Northcote, so I've got to go visit him. Or maybe he's in Thornbury, but yeah. So
They're both really pretty anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got lots of stuff to do.
Yeah, so busy. Sophomore album, Speeding. It's coming out in a few Fridays, the 21st of April.
Yeah, one Friday even.
Yeah,
Okay,
next Friday and then the
Yeah.
Friday after.
Yeah.
It's so
Okay,
it's
so
crazy.
2 Fridays, you're right. All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a seat.
Yeah.
Figuratively.
Yeah. Oh, literally sitting in the seat. But yeah, it's been a while since we've got a full album from you because it's been 3 years since Startup Cult. I was about to say culture. Don't know why.
Startup culture.
Yeah.
Because I invented hip hop culture.
Yeah. Oh, you could have. Melbourne.
Don't get me started. Get me on a few drinks into me. I'll start saying
Yeah.
stuff like
Well,
that.
you are your own genre, but we can get into that whole thing later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Speeding. It's been 3 years since your debut, and pretty much I did get to listen to it today. Speeding.
Cool.
Incredible.
Oh, you like it? That's
Yeah,
good.
I love it. It was amazing. It was. I feel you definitely took a lot of time to really focus on the storytelling with your songwriting and with the production, because it had heaps of like samples and stuff in it, which I thought was so cool.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you.
I guess because Startup Cult was so popular, even like it had like 22 million streams online, and it sold like 20,000 copies just in Australia. What kind of motivated you to take so much time and effort, 3 years, instead of just churning out another album?
I mean, I wish there was a better answer than like I was touring and then I was just doing drugs and that music just didn't come out. I don't know, like that. Obviously, like I wanted to make an album that was good, so I did scrap a lot of music. So it was a combination of me being like artistically picky or like a perfectionist, and like learning new things, also combined with like periods of just like not being very constructive.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I had to learn a lot. Like if you listen to like even for instance, Startup Cult, I feel like I may have said this to you last time we spoke, but like we recorded in the middle of a room like this one basically, and what we're talking about was getting the new album better. So yeah, I mean, in ways that not everyone will detect, but some people will detect. Like in the last album, you know, we had this one little mic, so I ended up doing my vocals on that, and like it just wasn't super conducive to doing vocals. So like there was that open room, like so many factors that, you know, that's just recording, let alone production. So like on production of that last album, the only songs that we gave like good production treatment to were Right Now and maybe like You Always Know the DJ, and they were the like to the degree of like getting the stems, putting them in Ableton at my end, and like building the stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like that seems obvious that you would do that, but I just didn't have the knowledge. So like this time we took everything to Cam Bluff and Mitch Gronke, and we remade things a zillion times. So I kind of went like too far in a way. And so maybe next time I'll like know the happy medium.
Have a middle. Well, I think it's cool that you went too far, because I feel like you obviously like learn a lot from the experience.
Totally.
You know.
Yeah.
And I read as well that it was like mixed and mastered in LA by like people who've done like Vince Staples and stuff. Was that?
Yeah,
true?
we went all out with that as well, because we had an American label that like signed me and then got eaten by another label recently, and now I don't have a label, but like, we had their money too, so we just like went all out on the mixing and stuff.
Was that a cool experience though? Like, did you learn anything from that, or?
From which part?
Like just like being in LA and just like having, I guess, people who are around in like the American hip hop scene, and they have like all of the sonic knowledge from that.
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard sometimes making stuff out here because there's not that many people that know how to, like, a lot of they go, oh, here's the best mixer from out here, but the records he's mixed are like rock records or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, oh, it's different. Like you have to. So and oftentimes they can learn, but it's like sometimes with like, we use Rob Kanowski to do the mixes. He just got it. Like he listens to hip hop. He mixes like whoever he mixes, Big Sean and Childish Gambino and stuff. So it was like, he always killed it, which was really cool. Yeah,
of course he would. And was that also, I guess, what motivated you to move to LA?
Yeah, I don't really know. Well, I have a visa, so I was like, oh, maybe I should just go.
Yeah.
I know that I should probably go over there and like be the first Australian to blow up in America. So I'm just gonna figure out in what way I'm gonna do that, what kind of music I'm gonna make, how I'm gonna do it in a cool way, and not have to make songs that suck.
Yeah, well, that's always the dream, I guess.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? It's easy to blow up. It's just blowing up in a way that doesn't suck.
Yeah. So does that mean that you've already started like working on new sounds, or?
Yeah, I've been making lots of songs over there, or like started lots of them. But so yeah, it's I feel like glad that I moved, because it just gave me a renewed like energy with making songs. Like, yeah, changed my attitude a little bit.
Yeah, that's so cool. So, does that mean that we'll be expecting another album sooner than 3 years?
Yeah, I hope I can be someone who puts out an album like every year, unless something goes majorly wrong. Yeah. So hopefully I'll be like, going a lot faster. That's the goal.
For the like ever near future, even in like 2050.
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I think. You know what I think about the world collapsing. I think, but. I'd like to be one of those old dudes who just puts out an album every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is like our generation. There's now a generation of like 50-year-old men who are rappers who put out an album every year, like Ghostface Killer and stuff. It's like, you know, we're not even going to be the first generation to do that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. I guess going back to your album again. Last time we spoke, I was like asking if you had started doing any like live production for or anything like that, because obviously you're going to be touring soon, and you said that you I guess wanted to like check out like the vibe on what were the most popular songs. So does that mean that if people see you at Groove in the Moo and stuff, they'll be hearing like some of your old stuff again still?
Well, yeah, you know, I don't want to play stuff that no one knows. That's not fun for me or the audience. But I would like to play some new ones too. Like, I'm just probably going to play, there's probably one called No Saint on the album, which is just like, seems like it's like the live song. Like. Yeah,
I even wrote that in my notes. That's a bit embarrassing.
Really?
Yeah. It has like a cool chant kind of thing to it that I feel like people will like angrily yell, you know?
Yeah, so I guess I'll add that one, and like there's so many slow songs, so it's gonna, and with slow songs for me, like they have to be popular for them to be fun to play, because otherwise people are just like, oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
Because it's not like rock where you can just be like, whatever rock people do.
Yeah. I feel like they definitely
do a little jig, yeah.
As well as Groove in the Moo and Splendor, you're also doing the speeding tour, and you've got Japanese Wallpaper and Nicole Miller joining you for that. How did you choose those two artists to support you?
It's just like a list that your agent gives to you and says these people would be available, and then like,
oh cool.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's people like that you don't think he always says things that people that you're like, oh, we'll totally have those people.
Yeah.
And you're like, but you can't get those people on this tour, can you? And then you know what I mean? You go, oh, I'd love to have Japanese Wallpaper and Nicole Miller on the same tour, but we won't be able to do that. And then he pulled it off.
Yeah. That's so cool.
So yeah, I think like, I know, yeah, it was cool to just like go outside. We've gone outside, like not just having hip hop artists before, like we've had Asta and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it was cool to, neither of those guys rap at all.
Are you keen to be playing at Festival Hall? Because obviously like it's a 5,000 person capacity.
Yeah, man, that would be good if 5,000 people came. It should be fun. Like yeah. It's a lot to think like, oh shit, I've got this big tour with all this, you know. So and the problem, we've got this album and all this stuff coming out at the same time. So I really, I hope that. Primarily, I just hope people like the music and it clicks with people.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah.
Like as I was saying before, like it has a really cool storytelling element to it and everything. So I guess like, was it like a conscious kind of effort to really go with that whole speeding thing with every single song?
Like as in like motor references?
Yeah, like everything had like some sort of like speeding or car or like even just samples and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was. I'm not super like, I'm not like a super organized, it's not like I go, all right, now you're going to put this here, and then like, it's just more like, I just got enamored with that idea for a while.
Yeah.
That's just what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I almost called the album like, boys standing by their car, boys standing next to their cars or something. Oh. Like that was some phrase that I got obsessed with when I was like, when you're 16 or you're 16 when you get your P's in Adelaide, so like you know, and you just hang out and you just stand next to your car, and you know what I mean, and you're just in a car park and you just smoke like whatever, and like that, and then I was like, that would have had to be more conceptual though. I figured out I was like, I would have to just make some songs like that were more about it. Then when it would come, it was so specific, so I was just like, oh, speeding is just like right down the middle. Yeah.
And I feel like it kind of sounds like you'd listen to all the songs on a highway and you speed on a highway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like it's about that, and it's about whatever you can apply speeding to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I guess you're in Melbourne at the moment, and long-time Allday fans would know that you were a little bit of a comedian at one point.
Yeah.
Are you going to be performing at the Melbourne International Film Festival?
The film festival.
Oh, not film, but the comedy festival.
You put up your own payout.
Well, you're the comedian, I guess. I can't pay you out. You have to pay me out.
No, I won't be doing any sets.
Yeah.
I haven't done. I guess I did my last set in 2000 and maybe early 2013
Oh,
or
wow,
2012.
So you even did it that late.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
2012. Yeah, probably 2012 when I moved here, and then I
Yeah.
quit in like probably April or something.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't very good at it, but it was cool to. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, you still like practicing performing and being in front of people and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's important.
Yeah,
No?
I mean, it's cool to learn. I never thought I was like I don't think I would be naturally someone. I wouldn't call myself like you're a performer,
Yeah.
or like as a human. You know how like sometimes you see actors get interviewed and they're like, yeah, when I was like 8 years old, I used to like do performances for my family because I'm such a performer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just like, A, that's just the most annoying thing that people can say.
Oh, literally.
And B, it's just like, that wasn't me. I just guess I was just looking like in a lot of directions for like, basically, maybe I was just looking for an excuse not to work a normal job.
Yeah.
Or I was just like, you know, to say it in a more wanky way, I was like compelled to do something that was artistic.
Yeah. You're right. I get you. Well, it is like an art form.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And I wasn't as fulfilled by it because it was like just
Yeah.
jokes. And like with music, I can be soppy and sad, and it's a lot
Yeah.
more, it's a lot more fun.
There is a lot of sad emotions that it touches on. But so I feel like we've been talking for a little while.
Yeah.
Just wanted to quickly wrap up with like a really quick question that I've been wondering myself for a few years now.
Okay.
Because I've been following you for a little while.
All right.
Whatever happened to the Love Pussy music clip? Like, I really want to know what happened to it.
I don't know what that video is. I've never heard
Yeah,
about
I
it.
still try and find it sometimes because I vibe on it so much.
Oh,
but
wow.
it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I took it down. I took that
Why?
down because there was a time when I started getting a bit bigger, and
Yeah.
I was like, I started getting embarrassed about all my mixtape era songs
Oh, really?
and videos that I did in like, because what I do is I just like steal a beat, like just off that beat was
Yeah.
like a Ninth Wonder beat.
Yeah.
He's like an American producer, and I just rap on it, like write a verse in 10 minutes, go to the studio, record it like first take. Like Love Pussy, I recorded that song, the first verse, and then it went into the chorus or whatever, and then I said, oh, should I just keep going? I said it in the song, and I just kept going,
Yeah.
and then that was it, that was the song. Like,
Yeah.
there was never another take.
Incredible.
And then and then I did a video for it.
Yeah.
God knows why, because it was a gimmick idea for a song, and I thought that people would watch it, and
Like
they
in
did.
the forest or whatever.
In the forest.
Yeah.
And I got leeches on me that day as well.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the only time I've ever or will ever go in a forest.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then so I ended up just deleting a lot of those. So yeah,
Oh.
that's the answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's it might be like on private on like maybe like my old account or something.
Okay, so you can share it to me. And
If I
can
could,
just watch it
if I
sometimes.
find it, I'll share it to you.
Thanks.
Just only you. You'll be the
Yeah.
only one who can watch the
That's right.
forest.
And then I'll just do like to the like YouTube to MP3, and then I'll just download it. So I can keep it forever.
There's so much good music on planet Earth. I would not advise you to listen to that song. Anyway.
Nah, I love it. It was one of my faves in the day. But yeah, so thanks so much for hanging out with us at
Thank you
Sin.
for having me.
It's been a great time.
Yeah, thank you for the chocolate milk.
It's all right. I hope it really satisfies you and pushes you on for the next few months because you've got a hectic few months.
Totally. Powered by Chucky soy milk.
You're fresh and fruity. I
Fresh,
love it.
fruity and fresh,
Yeah.
like my tea.
And if you guys at home as well did enjoy our chat with Allday, make sure you do check him out. He will be around in Melbourne on the 7th of July at Festival Hall with Japanese Wallpaper and Nicole Miller.
Yes.
Pretty keen.
Make sure you hit that mother like button.
Hit the subscribe, hit the
subscribe.
bell.
Yeah, share, ask, say who that you want Sin to interview next.
True.
Subscribe, comment.
Yeah, thank you.